Alright, here we are again, out here working on my 77 Chevy C10 project. And I'm going to start a new series of videos on a little project that I'm going to do. And I'll come over here, you can see I got one tire and wheel off the truck. And I got this one on here. This wheel and tire, this white one, I just bought this today from a guy on Craigslist. And basically I only had 4 tires and wheels. And as everybody knows, on any vehicle you got to have 5, the 4 on the ground plus a spare, and I didn't, when I bought this truck it didn't come with a spare. So anyway, I bought this wheel and tire, and the reason I put it on the truck right now is because it's a smaller tire than the other 4 that I've originally got. This one is a 215 75 R15, and the other 4, I don't know if you can really see it, but they're 235 75 R15. And I'll get to the point of this video here in just a second. Let me move some things around, and I'll show you why I did that. Alright, here's that original tire and wheel that I took off the front of the truck and replaced with that other smaller wheel and tire that I bought. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount it to the side of the bed, just like some of the older trucks did. I don't think these 73 through 87 trucks ever came with the spare tire mounted right here on the side of the stepside bed with a little cutout here in the fender. I've never seen one. I think it's a pretty cool idea, so I'm going to give it a shot. And the reason that I took this wheel off is because I'm sticking with this tire size, the 235 75 R15, and I just really didn't want to get it wrong when mounting this. I didn't want to cut anything too small by using that smaller wheel and tire as my template. So I took this tire and wheel off because it's what the size that I'm going to stick with, and it's the size that's going to be mounted right there. So just to make sure I get everything right, I just took that wheel and tire off. Anyway, let me show you a couple things here. This fender, even though it looks pretty good, it's got a couple little dents in it. Here in the back, right down in there, you can see it's rusted out, and this is the last little bit of rust on this truck. And so about a week ago on Craigslist I found another fender. This one's really in perfect shape for a used fender. It's got a couple little dings in it, but nothing major. It's not rusted out. It does have the fuel door on this side, and my truck does not have a fuel tank on the driver's side of the truck, only on the passenger side. So I'll have to do something with that, but we'll just see how all this goes, because that might get filled in, because I'm going to have to cut out some area. So it might, and I do kind of want to mount it low, so all this might actually get cut out, and I won't have to weld this door to the fender and then body work it and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I'm going to leave this fender, the original fender, on the truck, basically to practice with. I'm going to do this twice, because I'm going to cut on this fender, and then when I get it all right on my keeper fender, I'll do the same thing. And honestly, I think it's a cool idea. I think it'll look good, but I'm not sure. So I'm using this old crappy fender just to see if I even like it. You know, all I'm really going to be out is some metal that I'm going to use here to actually make the spare tire mount for the wheel and tire to bolt to. And so we'll just see if it even looks good, if I like it. If I like it, then I'll transfer everything over here to this new fender. If I don't like it, well, this fender's going in the garbage anyway, so I'll just weld up that fuel door, bodywork it, and slap this fender on there. So anyway, that's what I'm doing, and we'll just see how it goes. I'll keep making videos as I go along, and we'll see if it looks good. Alright, so I'm going to get started working on this spare tire carrier that I'm going to make for these my square body C10. These, as far as I know, were never available. You can kind of see a little bit of an outline I drew with a pencil to kind of just give me an idea about roughly where that wheel and tire is going to be. So, but the first thing I'm going to do, I got some piece of square tube, and this is some 14 gauge. I'm going to make the actual mount that the tire is going to sit on. And I'm kind of going off some old pictures I saw on Google, and I'm just going to make it a triangular shape and drill some holes and probably weld in my bolts on a piece of metal so that it's just like putting it on a car. You just thread the bolts in from the other side. So I'm gonna get started on that. And also I got a trailer fender here that I'm gonna use to fill in that radius or that cut area on the fender, and I'll show you it fits the radius of this tire perfectly, so I'm real happy about that. So now all I gotta do is start taking some measurements, making lines on some metal, and cutting and drilling. So I'll keep filming and show you how I do it.